coming back. In other words, as soon as they become profitable and able to pay themselves a salary, they will pay a certain percentage back to the loan fund. It's really important that I make this clarification. This scheme does not seek to penalize applicants.
Defaulters.
It doesn't. However, it will do if the defaulter has lied or told an untruth in whilst they're applying for the loan, or if the employer fails to carry out the proper checks or fails to make the remittances back into the loan fund. So self-employed people need to be a little bit careful. Employers need to be very focused on understanding, that actually they have an obligation to play to return taxpayers' money.
We're definitely going to talk more about this. It sounds like you're putting a lot of trust in the ability of Nigerians to do what is right. And hope you don't get your fingers burnt. I'm just kidding. Hold that thought. We're going to talk much more about it in a while. Let us get to the National Assembly, where Mr. President has been expected. Tijesu Adeoye is there right now. Tijesu, what's happening right now? Do you have more clarity as to Mr. President's visit? And I think you also have someone there you want to speak with.
Yes, Nifemi, the spirit here is very, very high. A lot of people here. We've seen advance team from the president, expecting the arrival of the president. We've seen some ministers. We've spoken to them. We spoke to the Minister of Interior earlier, who assured us that we would see Mr. President here today to deliver, an address to a joint session of the National Assembly. So the expectations are very high. Spirit is very high. We expect the arrival of the Chief of Staff, who was once the Speaker of the House of Representatives, to deliver his keynote address here at this event today. And also, we expect to see the commissioning of the library that will hold, key, historical documents of the National Assembly to ensure that, some of these, critical assets are not lost. That's the knowledge of the National Assembly. So a lot of things expected to come out from this place today. We still expect the arrival of Mr. President. Like I said, the expectations are high. We've seen his advance team. We've seen ministers. We all expect to see his arrival here at the National Assembly.
It must feel a little bit strange, though, because it's not coming to present the budget. Do you have more information about the way and manner this is going to work? Are we expecting to see an interaction session between him and members of the assembly, or is just going to address them and leave?
Yes, Nifemi, this would be the first of its kind, because normally when we see the president coming to address a joint session, it is for him to present the budget. But this is totally different. That is why a lot of people are skeptical. Is he going to come? Is he not going to come? But a lot of people believe that he's going to be here, and they say this is the first of its kind. Mr. President has shown that he is a president with a difference. He is the president that has the people in mind and more interactive. And I believe the president should be here because we see a bit of a rush here. So maybe that has put that skepticism to rest. But this is the first of its kind, like I said, and a lot of people look forward to what will come out of this outing, what they will hear from Mr. President in terms of what to expect in the next 3 years of his administration, and what he hopes to achieve in addition to what he has already achieved in his first year.
Tijesu Adeoye, live for us at the National Assembly.
Yes, we have with us here.
Go ahead, Tijesu.
We have with us here the chairman. We have with us here the chairman of the House Committee on Defense, Babajimi Benson, and he's just going to tell us more about what to expect from this outing. So, sir, what should we expect, from the arrival of Mr. President?
Yeah, we're expecting the father of modern-day Nigeria, the father of democracy, to come and address us and speak to us on the benefits of having enjoyed 25 years uninterrupted democracy. She's going to come here and tell us the attributes, what we should expect, how democracy has fared in Nigeria, and he being a key stakeholder. He remember during the trenches, he fought for the democracy we are enjoying today. Recall that a couple of years ago, we used to have coup, and the first thing they suspend has always been the legislature. He being a key player in the legislature, he was a former senator, he's now president of Nigeria. He will give us his own perspectives on how the building blocks is built and where we hope to be in the shortest distance future.
So it's the first year anniversary. What is your assessment so far of Mr. President's performance?
I think Mr. President, everybody knows he's a brave man. The tough decisions he's taking, the unification of the exchange rate, the removal of subsidy, he's taking those tough decisions. So we're now building blocks to ensure that those tough decisions are ameliorated, because a lot of people are not finding things funny at the moment. But no pain, no gain. Yeah, so little pains we're experiencing now. I'm sure that in the fullness of time, we will all enjoy. I recall during his administration as a governor of Lagos State, the first 1 year, we've seen it before, the first 1 year, we were stuttering, but after the first year, we started flying, and I'm sure that Nigeria has the capacity, the capability to fly, and we have the right pilot to fly us to the promised land.
Well, it will be the first time that Mr. President will address a joint session that doesn't have to do with the presentation of the budget. What does this say about, a man, President Bola Tinubu?
It's the first time in history. Most times when we do joint sessions, we do it for budget presentation. But Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, our dear president, has the rare privilege. He's going to come here today and give us some nuggets on how we fared so far.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Time.
Thank you.
So as you see there, the expectations are high. We expect a lot from Mr. President, and we still expect his arrival. We have already started to see some rumbling here, and we hope to see him very shortly to address the joint session of the National Assembly. We have another honorable member here with us to give us his thoughts. What are your thoughts on the visit of Mr. President to address the joint session of the National Assembly?
Okay, my name is Honorable Lanre Omolaye Oladebo.
All right.
We are happy the President is coming in here to address us. Actually, we don't know what he's coming to say, but we are a member of the opposition. We are willing to see what he's coming to tell us, and we hope it's going to be for the Nigerians. This is democracy at 25. Some of us are our first time here. And I've been on the other side for 24 years. I'm here now to see how democracy is working. And we hope whatever he says will be good for Nigerians and will be good for all Nigerians. And we hope the budgets we have passed last year will be fully implemented by Mr. President so Nigerians can have benefits for democracy. And we are happy that he's coming in. We hope this will speed up the budget of 2024 to see how things go in Nigeria. And we are also grateful for the leadership of the National Assembly, especially our Speaker, Dr. Tajuddin Abbas. The way he has been leading the House, we're grateful, and we are happy that there is unity in the House. And we hope Nigerians are patient enough to see how this works out. So, but I'm also happy to speak to you guys, and happy that democracy, let's give it time. We know it's going to work, and we hope our security chiefs are listening and to what we're saying here. We need a lot of security in this country. That's one thing that's paramount to all of us. Security, 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 and our economy.
Right.
And we hope this will be improved. Thank you.
Thank you. There you have heard it. Security is the main priority for the lawmakers. Security and the economy. We have another honorable member, Honorable Sonny Bala here with us. Let's hear his thoughts.
Thank you very much. I remain Honorable Engineer Sani Bala, representing Sanyawa Gari from Kano State. And we are happy to be here to celebrate the 25th year of democracy in Nigeria since its inception without any break from 1999 to date. The main topical issue of discussion here is eradication of poverty and insecurity. Then maybe other things like basic infrastructure like road, water, electricity supply, and others can come in. Because if you check what is militating against the progress of the country now, especially producing of food, and and other things that has to do with agriculture. It has been hindered in the north, especially northwest and the northeast, and even the north central. And you produce almost 70% of Nigerian needs when it comes to agriculture from this cycle. So without sufficient security in the country, there will be hunger, there will be no employment, and there will be abject poverty. So that was why our topic of discussion mainly today, even when we started the plenary today, the discussion was only on how do we eradicate insecurity in the country? How do we eradicate insecurity in the land? How can we provide basic amenities and what have you, so that our people can feel a sense of belonging? It's not only celebrating the democracy, but what are the achievable things that we drive from democracy? So that is just the essence of being here, and we hope that the president will come, and when he comes, he will speak on these three topical issues, as I mentioned.
And so far, what is your assessment of his performance so far in the last 1 year?
I'm very happy with his performance. We have to be patient. He always say it. He didn't hide it. He said from the beginning when he started his policies, they might not be, welcomed by Nigerians, but you should give it time. It's very easy for you to destroy something, but to rebuild it will take time. So that is why we have to take time to think in a positive way with the president, because he can never be there just to find things that will not go well for the Nigerians. I'm very sure he's thoughtful in his thinking, he's perfect in his thinking, and definitely we give him time. He has even said the reaping time is here. All the wahala that we have gone through, inshallah, maybe from any time from now, we start to reap the productivity of our labor.
All right.
So we are very happy with it, yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So you've heard it from the lawmaker. The lawmakers are quite happy with the performance of Mr. President, and they are appealing to Nigerians to give it time, to be patient, and definitely they will begin to see, the rewards and, the benefits of democracy as we have it. Back to you, Nifemi, in the studio.
Thank you, Tijesu, for the update there. We have some update. Will the president be addressing the joint session of the National Assembly? It looks like yes, it will. The Secretary of the Government of the Federation, George Akume, we understand, just walked into the National Assembly complex. And also, what will he be saying to them? I guess we'll find out in the coming hours. Tijesu Adeoye, thank you for the update. Let's get back to the studio where we're following closely developments with the Nigerian Education Loan Fund. I'm joined by the MD, Mr. Akintunde Sawyer. Mr. Sawyer, thank you so much for staying the course on the program. All right, so let's pick it up from where we stopped. We're talking about how do you get these funds back. And it sounds like you're saying, a self-employed person will buy of his own volition, decide to come back to the federal government and say, now I am self-employed. How do I pay these monies back? And I'm thinking, how realistic is that?